Welcome to today's explainer. If you're a pet parent, you already know the drill. Trying to balance a crazy busy life with giving your furry, feathered, or even scaly family members the attention they actually deserve. It can be incredibly stressful. So today, we're exploring a totally unique approach to getting that peace of mind back, and it's all about Pawsitively Pink Pet Services. We're going to break down exactly how they've built their entire business around professional, compassionate, and completely stress-free care. Whether you're working late or finally taking that much-needed vacation, this explainer is going to show you exactly how your pets can stay happy, safe, and right in their comfort zone while you're away.
Okay, let's dive into this for a second. Their mission statement is Pawsitively Pink, because every tail wag leaves us tickled pink. Proudly women-owned, powered by love. Starting right here is so important because it immediately establishes the heart of this brand. You can teach someone how to walk a dog, sure, but you absolutely cannot teach genuine passion. This isn't just a transactional business for them. It's a proudly women-owned operation that quite literally places love and compassion at the absolute center of everything they do.
And really, that brings us to the biggest question on every pet parent's mind. Are you looking for fear-free pet care you can actually trust? Let's just validate that feeling right now, because leaving a pet behind, even just for a long workday, comes with a tremendous amount of guilt and anxiety. You're wondering, are they lonely? Are they safe? Are they scared? In this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how Pawsitively Pink steps in as the definitive answer to that anxiety, tackling all of those frequently asked questions right head-on.
So one of the biggest decisions you have to make when you leave town is choosing between in-home pet care versus traditional boarding. Now, boarding definitely has its place, but let's contrast the two for a second. When you board a pet, they're completely uprooted from their familiar scents, their favorite nap spots, and their daily routines. Suddenly, they're in a totally strange place with unfamiliar noises and other anxious animals. But by choosing in-home care like what Pawsitively Pink offers, your pets get to stay exactly where they feel the most safe. They sleep in their own beds, eat from their own bowls, and the routine, it goes virtually uninterrupted. It's basically a staycation for your pet, and the difference in their comfort level is just night and day.
A massive cornerstone of their whole philosophy is fear-free handling. But what does that actually look like in the real world? Well, it's gentle care that is completely tailored to your pet's routine and comfort level, keeping the whole experience as low stress as possible. This means the caretakers aren't forcing anything. They're reading the room. If your dog is a little anxious and needs a minute to warm up, they get that minute. If your cat prefers to be admired from a distance before accepting any chin scratches, that boundary is respected. It is a huge relief knowing that even the most anxious pets are in incredibly understanding hands.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer level of professional expertise backing up all that compassion. Listen, this is not just the kid next door popping over to toss some kibble in a bowl. Founders Gina Mangiatorti and Patricia Weber bring some serious credentials to the table. We're talking actual veterinary clinic experience, pet CPR and first aid certification, and specific formal training in dog body language. They even handle senior pets, shy pets, and animals with special medical needs. That level of professional backing is literally the difference between basic pet sitting and true peace of mind.
With those rock-solid credentials out of the way, let's seamlessly transition into the actual menu of services. Pawsitively Pink has structured things to cover pretty much every type of family dynamic out there. We've got your standard dog walks, comprehensive pet sitting, dedicated care for cats and small animals. They even have specialized holistic options like cold laser therapy and Reiki. It is a super robust lineup designed to meet your pet exactly where they are. Let's break a couple of these down. For the pups out there, we start with the Happy Paws Walks. I just love how they describe this. Fresh air, wiggles, sniffs, and a potty break wrapped up in a leash. This is their standard walking option, and it's basically the perfect little daily adventure for a dog who just needs to stretch their legs, get a change of scenery, and, do their business while you're stuck on conference calls. It keeps them physically active and mentally stimulated right in the middle of the day.
But hey, what if you have one of those super high-energy dogs who needs way more than just a quick stroll around the block? That's where the upgraded Doggy Adventure Walks come in. These are what they call off-the-beaten-paw solo adventures. It's specially designed for pups who really need that wide-open wonder. They get the chance to thoroughly explore, get some serious deep sniffing in, and burn off all that excess energy. So by the time you walk through the door, they are totally zen.
Moving beyond just walks, let's talk about their in-home pet sitting service. The real beauty here is the strict focus on snuggles, belly rubs, and incredibly dedicated care while you're gone. This goes right back to that boarding comparison we talked about earlier. Imagine you're hundreds of miles away on a trip, but your pet, they're still getting their bedtime snuggles on their favorite rug in the living room. It acts as this incredible emotional safety net, making sure they never feel lonely or forgotten for a single second. And of course, we absolutely cannot forget that this care extends way beyond dogs. Pawsitively Pink tailors their visits to fit the quirks and personalities of all kinds of pets. So whether you have an independent, whiskered feline, a tiny little hamster, a parrot, or even scaly reptilian companions, they've got you covered. They totally get that every species, and really every individual pet, needs a unique approach, and they adapt seamlessly to keep everyone happy.
So right about now, you're probably thinking, okay, this all sounds amazing, but are they anywhere near me? Let's pivot to the logistics for a second. Are you in their service area? It's pretty much the most common FAQ for any local business, so let's see exactly where this fantastic team operates so you know if you qualify for the royal treatment.
All right, here we go. Pawsitively Pink proudly serves a really fantastic stretch of Florida. We're looking at Mineola, Claremont, Groveland, Montverde, Oakland, West Winter Garden, and nearby areas within Lake County. If you're a pet parent living in or around these specific communities, you've pretty much hit the jackpot. You have access to top-tier, fear-free, totally professional pet care right in your own backyard.
Let's move to and see how this builds into just an incredibly easy, friction-free onboarding experience. They use a highly structured, simple 3-step process. Step 1. You book a meet and greet. This is where they actually learn about your pet's specific routine face-to-face. Step 2. They create a fully customized care plan, matching you with the absolute perfect sitter. And Step 3. You just book with confidence. Having this clear roadmap means there's no guessing involved. They literally hold your hand through the entire setup.
I do want to highlight something truly special about their approach to trial runs. If a pet is anxious, highly sensitive, or has special needs, Pawsitively Pink doesn't just blindly dive into a week-long pet sitting gig. No way. They thoughtfully build trust first by starting with trial runs. This lets the sitter assess what they call the light level, which is basically reading the pet's comfort signals to make sure the pet actually accepts them. It might take one quick visit, it might take a few, but they put that work in up front so that when you finally leave for your trip, everyone is already set up for total success.
And how do you stay updated while you're away? Through their client app. Honestly, this is a massive game changer. After every single visit, you aren't left wondering how things went. You get full visit reports, detailed notes, and actual photos sent right to your phone. It's the ultimate tool for peace of mind. You could be sitting in a stressful boardroom or lounging on a beach, and boom! You look at your phone and literally see your dog smiling on a walk or your cat enjoying some serious chin scratches. Which brings us to our final, provocative thought for this explainer. Are you ready to give your pet a fear-free adventure and finally give yourself some total peace of mind? We've seen the serious professional credentials, we've walked through their customized, compassionate services, and we've explored that seamless 3-step onboarding process. If you are in the Lake County, Florida area and you are ready to step away from the anxiety of pet care forever, Pawsitively Pink is waiting for you. All that's left to do is take that first step and book your meet and greet. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today, and I really hope this helps you and your furry family find the absolute perfect care solution.